February 18th. And it's like 2:50. Not kidding. These past couple days, I thought it was my last days, bro. I thought it was my last days. I thought it was my last days. Literally, I was gonna make a video the day after Valentine's Day, like self-love. It was like it was gonna be like something like loving myself or something like that, I don't know. And then literally I don't even remember, like the day after Valentine's Day, it was just too much bullshit. I don't even want to just, no. It was just too much bullshit. And then that was the 15th. The day after that, that was like what? That was Sunday, I think. Whatever, the day after that, I had a headache. I was lightheaded. I'd stand up for like 10 seconds. I felt like I was gonna fall. All this shit, blah, blah, blah. I don't know, like, I just felt so off. I couldn't sleep. I can't sleep until today. Like, something's off. I can't sleep for real. When I try to sleep, what the fuck is it? I'm gonna tell you later. These niggas pissing me off. And then I started bleeding out the puss. So, bleeding out the puss, headache, fucking nauseated, all this shit. And today was my first day back to school because the 4-day weekend, I was literally sleeping, dying, feeling terrible, all this stuff, pissed off, blah, blah, blah. Then today I went to school. When I was going to school, I felt the headache mostly is when I'm in a light, too much light. And when I move, like certain ways with my head, I feel it like something like that. So I literally went to school. I was feeling it. I was standing up. Even when I was warming my breakfast, I was standing up. And then like 10 seconds, I just was be like, boom. And I woke up. I went to sleep at 12:30. I woke up naturally, no alarm, at 7:40. I woke up at 7:40, no alarm, and I didn't sleep at 12:30. Of course, like I did like this at 12:30, but it took me like at least 30 minutes to go to sleep. At least tossing and turning like a motherfucker. So one minimum, and then I woke up naturally at 7:40, and then I was like, what? And I was trying to go back to sleep, and then I couldn't go back to sleep, and then I went back to sleep probably at like 9. Then I slept for like 50 minutes, and then I woke up to my alarm so I could go to school. Boom, I went to school. This nigga, and then first I had psychology. He was lecturing, and I literally just wanted to listen. I wasn't in it, nothing. And then now I'm feeling nauseated, like I'm gonna vomit. So put my head down, I feel like I'm gonna vomit. My head hurting, my soul, I'm lightheaded, I can't stand up, I feel like I'm dizzy. All this, I'm doing like this, in and out, sleeping. And then he's like, can you get your notes out or something like that, to like me and like the other people that have my notes out. I'm like, he's like, you guys are not gonna do the mental note taking anymore. I'm like, I never do the mental note taking, and the one day that I'm actually okay, whatever. So boom, then we were doing whatever, and then he was like, now you guys have a 5-question assignment. And then I went to the bathroom. I was nauseated. I went to the bathroom. I thought I was gonna vomit. I didn't vomit. It came out the other side. And then after that, I didn't really feel nauseated for real. Like a little bit, but not really. So I was like, how did I feel nauseated if it's gonna come out the other side? Like my body don't even know what she wanna do. She's just trying to do anything at this point. So then boom. So then I went back, and I'm bleeding out the puss. So you know it was like bloody, everything mixed galore. And then I came back, and then he's like, Elisha. He doesn't even say my name right. He's like, Elisha, have you worked on the assignment? I'm like, no. And then he's like, could you get started? Then I just bullshit that shit. Because you're telling me to do it, I was gonna do it at another time when I'm genuinely a 100 human, or at least 50. Right now it's 32. Right now it's 32. So then I just did some bullshit, turned it in, boom. Then I was just sleeping. I wasn't even on my phone. I'm just sleeping, trying to sleep. But you know how people be yapping like a motherfucker. So you're like, look, you just doing like this, whatever. So then, boom, I had to advisory. As soon as I got to advisory, and my bag was feeling heavy. Every food has been tasting so different to me the past 5 days. Like every food I barely be eating. I eat one little breakfast, then one little like fruit or yogurt, because everything tastes like demo. Like I don't know, these past days. So then I went to advisory. I was just sleeping on the floor. Then I had health science, and then she was talking about the this project we have to do and present. And then I just was whatever, low-key listening, sleeping a little bit. And then after she was done, I just went and slept on the floor. And then she was like, do you need to go to the nurse? I'm like, no. And because the thing about going to the nurse is then they're gonna say you're absent. And I'm not trying to get absences for no stuff like this. I could just sleep on the floor. I wanna get absent when I go to like Florida for 3 days and nobody knew, you know what I'm saying? Like I wanna get absent skipping for fun, not for sick. Like I'm sick, I'm gonna sleep on the floor, you know what I'm saying? Like what? And she's like, are you tired? She was like, no. I was like, no, I'm tired, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then she said something, blah, blah. Then I was like, oh. And then she was like, I'm trying to see what else I can ask you. I was like, I just did like a little smile. There's nothing else you can ask me. All I need to do is go home. So then, boom, the class ended. I was just sleeping on the floor the whole time, in and out. Then I went home. Then I came home right now because I'm not going to my 4th period. It's a college class. And no. And I have to pee, and there's someone in the bathroom. But yeah, now I'm going to clean my room and then see what's going to happen. Just look at my floor. Well, just know there's clothes on the floor. And I have to pee. So